Hello, 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 hello to the people of Nigeria. Tonight we're going to have the president, Madam Idepoa, on the hot seat. We're going to engage the president. We want to know what the president's vision, what is she doing for what have she done so far, and that she want the people of Nigeria County to give her another 2 or 3 years. So tonight, Madam Poa will be my special guest. We're going to discuss a lot of issues from the state of the affairs of the organization to anything that affecting the community. But before we go into that, we're going to give a 1 minute of silence to our sister who passed in Iowa, Des Moines, Madam Slade, my friend and brother Nathaniel Slade's wife. According to information we got from the Des Moines area yesterday, she passed. May her soul rest in peace. I've been knowing that lady from all the way Minneapolis, I think 2000, 2001. We used to live in the same complex in Water Park, not Brook. But they have Water Park and Waterbrook. But we used to live in the same complex. Nene, I think her name, she was a nice lady. May her soul rest in peace. Perfect peace. May the Almighty God console the family members and the husband, Mr. Slade. A young man, a young lady. And the God be with me, my brother, that's our wife. With the crown people, that's our wife. I was with her, I think it was during we had some dancing movement, fun thing. I think it was at the Prince Vlay's wedding, my last time seeing her, something like that in Iowa, Des Moines. And then yesterday we got the breaking news that our sister is no more with us. We can't ask God why. He gave us our sister and he took Mr. Slade away from us. Can't go be asking God why you took our sister from us. You know what he's doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us have 1 minute of silence. If the president of this organization come on, we're going to ask her also to do the same thing. But we're waiting for the president to come, and we're going to be talking all GGA tonight. The way forward, what our organization is heading. And I'm going to play a tape right after we give a 1 minute of silence to our sister. We're going to play this tape that is from the GGAD camp. I don't know how I got in there, but I don't know. It's like someone put me in there, and I listened into the conversation, a meeting that was held by the GGAD people, that organization which is headed by Mr. Levi Kine. And I'll play a little. I'm going to start from my sister Conflent Dion speaking. But before we go into that, let us just give 1 minute of silence to our sister. Let us respect, pay homage to us, to her. Okay. So when the president comes, Madam Idepoa, we're going to play her music, and then we're going to get into a conversation with her. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a crucial movement for our organization, the Grand Jury Association in the United States. And as we all know, in May, the 9th, I think the 9th of 10th, or the 11th, is going to be Let me check it out. It's gonna be that's May 10th on 11. Stop calling me. I haven't show, Manti. We're gonna be having an election in our state of Kentucky. It's either Poy versus our own brother Tyler Gilmore, a young man who decided to lead his organization. And the mere fact that a young man his age, I'm older than him, so I'm not talking to him in a disrespectful manner. So I hope you understand that. But for a young man to have the courage to say he want to take on the leadership of this organization, we all must applaud him, whether we support him or not. We must give him respect, and I think Madam Poy will do that also. Because we don't find, most of our young people engaged in us. But Gilmore is always with us. And the next man also that I'm going to give respect to tonight is Mr. Devian from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. That guy is always with us. I can remember in Cleveland, Ohio, 2016. As young as the man was, I don't think he was even 18, he was with us. And there are certain things you have to just, observe these things and give respect to those. The man is a young man. To find our young children that we brought here or even born here to engage into the Grand Jury Association, into our Liberian culture and things like that is difficult. But I saw that man dancing. Nyano, David Nyano, I bought and dance. But again, when Nyano want to run, when he called me, we got to applaud David Nyano and Otavio Gilmore for a young man like that to say he want to lead. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should go vote for Gilmore or vote for Edith. I'm just telling you. For a female also, give it to Edith. She Edith been with her brothers, making sure that GGA is on the right path and things like that. But we're gonna play this audio here before I bring in my Edith. I don't know what GGAAD stands. I don't know, but in this meeting here that I eavesdrop on, Gilmore went. That meeting was headed by Levi Kine, the CEO. And Gilmore and Josephine went in the meeting and told the people to give them support or wherever they came to sympathize. That time, Fred Gwinn's mom's died and politics came in. Munam Cooper, Bay Cooper, she said this thing not supposed to be politics. Why are people, and she was concerned about. But don't ask me how I got to get in that group. I go into any group I want to go in and get information from there. That's about the border room. If you don't know about the border room, you better know about the border room. Go back to the border room. It was established 2015. And you need to learn more about the border room. Do your homework. But before I bring in the okay, I got some calls. I shouldn't play the audio tonight, so I'm going to listen to it. But before then, I'm going to bring our president. And again, we give that 1 minute of silence to our sister. And our audio, the text message that I got, three of them, is don't play the audio. Let them move on, sister. And I want to respect that. But tomorrow, when the Minnesota girls coming on this show here tomorrow, the legs of Vivian Dianque, Helen Zilli told it. Helen Zilli taught it. That audio will be played. You could hear the conflict Dian voice that these people will not vote for us. If or even try to contest in the Grand Jury Association from the GGAT area, they will never vote for us. They don't trust us. Those were the voices, those were the words from our own sister. Conflict Dian. But ladies and gentlemen, let us bring on our president. And this is the president of the Grand Jury Association. Madam Idipo, please share the show. Madam President,
Yes, Mr. Dubber.
you
How
got
you doing?
one child, you get Liberia one child. How you doing, man? T. What's that T stand for?
Taina.
Oh, Taino Paul. You couldn't get my grandma's name, and I'm married Taino.
I am your grandma.
You can't be too young. So, Madam President, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Dover.
How's everything with you, Madam President? Our community is bereaved again.
Again.
Our young,
Yes, dear.
our young sister is taken away from us.
Yes.
A young man just lost his wife yesterday. Gay Slay. I mean, what's his name? Nathaniel Nat Slay. So, Madam President, welcome to the show. This is the Prince Double Show. Welcome. With your honor, with your agreement, or can we have a minute of a silence to respect our sister? Just 1 minute.
Definitely. Please do.
Okay. Madam Slay, may your soul rest in peace. I don't know how you went down, but uh, may the Almighty God console your family, your husband, your young husband. You had a stove in Iowa there when I was there for Prince Flair's wedding. You told me to stop by the store. I didn't stop by the store, but we were over there at Prince's place laughing. We didn't even know this was going to happen. But that's the word of the Almighty God. We can question Him. So, Madam President, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Dover. Do you have the peace song that I sent to
The
you?
the 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 song that you sent on what you send it on WhatsApp.
Correct.
Let
I
me see if
sent
I
you
can get
like
it to Messenger.
send like two songs to you. And how are you doing, Prince? How are things
Oh,
for you?
we hang in there. You hearing it?
Yes.
Okay, Madam President, we will be playing the song as we go on with the show.
Thank you
We're gonna
very much.
play. Some people are calling her Iron Lady. Sister, you are strong. And let me welcome our guests, our viewers tonight. Conflict Dian. SM Galid, Ophelia Yoni, Peter Dassi. These are the names that I can see so far here. But you're welcome. Those whose names I cannot see, you're welcome to the Prince of. So this is the president of the Grand United Association in the United States, Madam Edith Tainer Paul. I will ask her tonight what's the meaning of that T. The Tainer, what's the meaning? She gotta give me the meaning because if she gotta give me because my grandmother is Tainer. So I know what by down and tell me. So when she gave me different name, then I'll call the entity as this is the right meaning from the president. But again, we have lost one of our sisters in Iowa Des Moines. We were just there about I think 2 weeks ago to lay our older sister to rest now and again. But we can't ask God. God has his will. He brought us in this world, he can take us any hour. And that's what he did. So Madam Poa, Madam President, this is the double show. This is your own community show. How you doing?
I'm doing good and thanks. I'm blessed to be alive today.
How is the state of the affairs of our organization, the GGAA? You're leading us into a serious lovo, the bluegrass state. How's the state of the affair of your organization? I think your audience know you, but for this benefit of those who might join, like Zeze, my friends and my brother Kepa Dwayne, Mensley Dwobu, I'd like you to introduce yourself, please, Madam President.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks, Mr. Double, for hosting me. My name is Edith Taina Poa. I am here tonight to be able to talk to my community as national president with everything that is going on in our community. So, pretty much for those who don't know me, again, I'm Edith Taina Poa. The Taina stands for Senior Warrior. Prince, so that's your definition. Are you okay, Prince? I should go ahead and talk. Okay, so for those, you can hear me, or it's I'm hearing a lot of noise. A lot of noise. You want me to come back? Hello, you can hear me now, Prince? Am I audible?
You can hear me now?
I can hear you, but you still have the noise.
The noise still going on?
It's okay now. You can hear me?
Yeah, but is the noise still going on?
No.
If you're watching
Um,
out there and you're hearing noise, please tell me.
it is okay on my from my side.
Go ahead, Madam President.
Okay. So for those who do not know me, I'm
Oh, sorry, Madam President. took the president from the stage. President, sorry,
It's okay.
I was trying to make it solo and then I mistakenly took you off the stage. Sorry.
No worries. I serve as a two-term vice president under the leadership of President Tillman Nwani Collins for GGAA. I also serve as a vice president for Putu Apoliable, founder and CEO of Blessed Children Foundation. I am member of many organizations in the Granger community. And finally, I also serve on the board of directors of GGA Pennsylvania chapter under the leadership of President Augustine Mayer. So I did a lot when it comes to community service, and I'm still into that. So I'm here tonight to talk to my people regarding things that are going on, the unstable situation, especially the death of our dear sister that happened on Thursday. So, fellow Cringitans, as national president of this great union, I come to you today to speak to you regarding peace, unity, and transparency, especially peace. So let me focus on peace. And the reason I'm doing this because lately in the community, since we are getting closer to election, I know people emotions are very high. People have, you know, different teams that they are supporting. However, you have the right to support anyone. But I'm begging every one of you people today in our community for us to be able to do what is, that is necessary to keep our community in tight. I few days ago, some sisters going live, insulting each other, things. And one of the reasons we built the chat room was for us to be able to calm things down when things are going out of control. And unfortunately, this is happening, but we would just say because of election, people are doing these things. But I just want you to please stop. We want you to please find it in the good, out of the goodness of your heart to stop because it doesn't make you a better person. You can actually support a candidate, a choice, and be able to discuss whatever you want to discuss. But let me touch on the main issue here too, that actually prompted this eh, this show tonight. I received one of the calls that I did not anticipate ever in my life on Thursday. I received this call from Mr. Tede Bale, one of my senior advisors. He did not even know how to start a conversation. But I saw back to back calls that morning while I was at work. I said, today is calling me. It must be something very important. Let me answer this call. I answered my call only to something unbelievable, a message that I did not even, I did not anticipate to hear. He said, "Man, the president is not easy." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Man, the president, I don't know what." I said, "What is that? Stop playing." And he said, "Oh, it's not easy right now." Look at the time. I said, "What's going on?" Around, I think, maybe 3 something in the morning or 2 something. And he said, "Not wife, yes, I pass." I said, "You joking, right?" He said, "Yes, I'm not." He said, "No, man, the person, I'm not joking." I said, "Really?" I said, "What you mean? Stop playing around." He said, "No, man, the president." I said, "So what happened to her?" "Yes, sir." I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Yeah." I said, "So how is not doing?" He said, "Not is on the other line." I said, "Please connect me." He connected me on the line, put me on the conference call with my brother, Nathaniel Slay. And I remember him crying, sobbing so hard. And I didn't even know first. I said, wow, this is really truth. And he said, Madam President, I don't know, but I'm on my way to get my wife. It says, I spoke to my wife around 10 something from 10 to 4 a.m. And they're going to tell me this news, but I have my children. We are riding in the car that she bought and we're going to go get her. Where is she going to leave me with all these children? I'm going to get my wife. And being a nurse, I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, wow, what do I say to him? The fact that he's crying, I believe it is truth. But he seems to be in denial. And he said, I am going to get my wife. He said, she cannot do this to me. She cannot. He said, I want you to understand. I want the community to understand this man spoke to his wife at 10, around 10 something, and they hung up the phone. He said, at 4:11 a.m. He said, we talked little. He said, I didn't even know that was my last time talking to my wife. He said, was it her way of telling me goodbye? We talked. I want the Grenadians to understand where I'm going. Today, Iowa is quiet. The community is quiet. Programs are canceled. Few weeks later, people will forget. And then we start to go at each other. So the question is, why don't you show me that you love me now? Than to show me love when I'm gone. Just show me a little bit of TLC why I'm on earth. Because no one knows tomorrow. I want you all to understand we have no control of season. Tonight, I'm on this line. It's after 8 going to 9 p.m. In my life, I would never get the time I started this program again ever in my life. I have no control over that. Right now, it's dark. Daylight will come. I have no control over that. We all do not have control over time. Things will happen. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows for the next day. And I beg you all in the community, and I'm sorry if I'm going to touch some pains tonight, but sometimes we have to do this to be able to let our people know. Our dear sister, Yasa, before she departed this earth, she showed me that she really cared about me. The first day I went to her shop, when she found out I was Edith, she was campaigning for me. She did not really have any connection with me. The moment Yasa saw me and I was introduced to her, she jumped from behind her. She was in her store and she got from behind the counter and came to me and gave me such a nice hug. But I heard so many things that she did for me before we met. She was so excited. Try to get stuff from his store. She's like, "Oh, man, the president, you can have it." I said, "No, mom, I'm not gonna take it. That's your store." And oh, man, and I remember getting like coconut water from her. She to get coconut water, plenty chips. She said, "No, pay for that one. I mean, don't pay for that. Since you want to pay for the other one, man, the president." She was so excited. I could see that natural love from my sister. I felt it, and I'm like, wow, someone who I haven't met. My first time meeting her, look at how, God got us together. I mean, the love was just so pure when we connected. This is someone who, right now, if you look, if anybody went to her shop, you will see a notebook for Team Put, campaigning for Team Put, have lists of people. She never knew that this day was going to come. I remember the name did not have the list. Her name was not there. And then she called the same tailor and said, "Oh, I didn't see my name on the list." She anticipated going to GGAA convention. But what did she did not know was this gone Thursday. So my fellow Grenadians and other Liberians watching today, and other people from different parts of this world watching, it is important for us to hold together, going at each other, and then when something happens, you want to show love. I don't even know what it is. There are people, and I don't want you to think that it is because what I'm saying here, we did not know and we did not anticipate Thursday. Then we look at my aunt, my mother, my older sister, my political, partner. I used to talk to my aunt a lot. Then I even talk to my mom when it comes to my GGA community issues. She was one of my advisors. Her birthday, my cousin and went to her place. Her children, as soon as they left the house, she was with her granddaughter at home. My other cousin did not get home, and her daughter called her and said, "Oh, grandma is acting, something is not right." And the next thing, before they could come back, it was too late. Another issue, the same Prince Double show that we are on today, Mr. Double and his wife had a dear sister, Mana Felicia Yone. I remember that day very well. The national president, Ase Inawe, left from his state to go and inspect the convention hall, the 2025 convention hall for GGAA. He arrived at Mr. Douglas's place. "Oh, Presto, I just got here." I said, "Oh, that's good." Talked to he and Prince few minutes. I said, "Oh, you just got there, so go and have conversation with the people and call me back later." He left from his state of Ohio into Kentucky with the anticipation of going to go inspect the convention hall. When he got there, few minutes later, it was a different story. Our sister that was on the phone having conversation, the next thing she was gone. Okay? I'm going through this to let Grenadians know that no one knows tomorrow, and if this amount of hate some people carry, the amount of, like, I don't know, okay, I'm gonna be disrespectful the most, or I'm gonna insult the most, I'm gonna do this. But then when your time on this earth is over, what do you have to show? Are you gonna be remembered as the person who used to insult the most? If I had the opportunity to choose, I would prefer to be remembered as someone who was insulted, disrespected, and stay focused of the task to touch lives. Then to actually direct my energy going after my brothers, my sisters, and say, "Oh, we'll see who gonna say the most when it comes to like insults." And I come to you today again with Tapla Coleman. During the Collins Poor administration, I spoke to my brother Tapla Coleman. He was in Liberia. We were going to we had a program, and our organizing the team, President Collins told me to be in charge of the program to take the team to Liberia. We call it Mission Jida. I spoke to Tapla. I said, "Tibla, I need you." Tibla, I need you on board. He said, "Oh yeah, sure." Communicated everything. He was excited. The next morning, when I called, Zulu. Alfred Zulu was the one that the point person in Liberia by that time. So I called Zulu. I said, you know what, T Block, Tapla Kuma gonna be on the team. I just spoke to him yesterday. He said, who Tapla? I said, Tapla Kuma. What? He said, Tapla Kuma. I said, yeah. He said, he paused for a long time. I said, what's going on? You don't know Tapla? He said, VP, I know Tapla, but Tapla no longer with us. I said, what you talking about? He said, oh, the man was going to work, and then the next thing, it was over. I said, Tapla? He said, yeah. I said, Tapla? He said, yes. I hung up the phone on him. I started calling around. And today, that true story remains unchanged. Our brother T Blood. So we have so much in the community. Things I'm giving you these things because I mean these example because so you don't think that, oh, okay, maybe she's just saying things and we don't, these are things that the community is fully aware of. His mom, his biological mom, Tapla mom, was coming from Liberia. We were all excited to see, oh, to go to meet this lady because she lost her son, our brother. The next thing we heard, why on the flight, as soon as the flight landed in America, that was the end of the story. Her granddaughter went to pick her up, waited at the airport, went to go find out her grandmother did not make it. Grand Gidens, this song that that Mr. Double played. Some of you were very, very young. Some of you were not born by then. Some of you guys were not born. And some of us at that time we were very young, going from place to place. When they said no hiding place down here, you go to the rock to hide yourself, no way. You go to the other place, no way. It's that by His grace. Lord, please help me. When you save me, I will worship you. I will glorify your name. Then the resettlement program came. Some people, oh, God, make sure I go to America. When I go there, they used to fast and pray. When you fasting and pray, you know you don't insult, right? You don't curse people. You act like you're holy. God, when you answer my prayer, I will dedicate my life to you. God, please help me. I won't go to America. You are in this great country. You forgot about everything you said, but I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to meet my friends face to face. We're going to insult. We're going to do whatever it is. Tell me how you think God is. If you, Jehovah when he looks at you, you think he's proud to see a female or a male like insulting each other, and you think that's what he really like and is. That's why he saved us as Grenadians, brought us through all those things instead of all holding together. It was true unity that brought us together. And it is unity. Prince, I'm here. I'm not here to talk about campaign. I'm not here to talk about anything. I'm here to talk to my people for us to understand.
We'll pivot a little bit, Madam President. These things will happen in every community here in the US that you live, the greatest democracy in the world. They attack each other. These things will happen. Probably our sister learned it from the politics of this country, where they will denigrate their leader, and then later on, when they elect anyone, they come together and support that person, and that's the patriotism, the love for this country that we see the American exhibit all around the world. And then even our neighbors, the Ivorians, they will do all those things, but then later on they support their president. That's how they develop their nation. Liberians just need to learn that, Madam President. When we learn it, we will live side by side. Let's say in the 2024 election that brought Joseph Numa Boyka into office, into leadership of the took the territory of the nation Liberia. Dinah Solo, my wife, she is a member of the Unity Party, and as you all know, I'm a member of the unit of the CDC. So after the Unity Party, the Unity Party won, I didn't want to accept it, but at the end, I have to accept it. My own speakers in my basement, a woman blazer. I don't know why I showed her how to even put those speakers on. I shouldn't have show her how to put it on. The whole I have to get in my car and go drive. That's politics. We just have to accept it. We don't have to support. It's not forced. Everybody has their own right to pick either Poy or pick Gilmer. But at the end, we
Exactly.
should be willing to live side by side, respect each other's views. We went to one of our brothers died. I mean, wife, his sister, his mom died here, and we went there. And then politics, like bring me politics, will always come, and we argue on a different side. They're not arguing for white guy. Like before the election, I'm arguing for CDC. Playing video, they put YouTube on play, and my other guys were like shocked. They said, "Oh my man, why you not?" I said, "Are we forced to support the same candidate? Is that in your village? Is that what you do? Everybody in the horse support, and we all live. That's how Grand Jury Association should be, and we've been in this for a long time. So why are we taking so long to learn things that we're supposed to learn?" But anyway, Madam President, thank you. You spoke to your people. On this day, for exactly 45 years ago, 1980, April 11, and on the 12th, our history changed. The nation Liberia history changed, where we had one a party, two-way party was broken down. We had the multi-party democracy. So I give this day to the strong men and women of the armed forces of Liberia from the 80s that brought about change in our nation. But Madam President, as you said, we need to understand and live side by side. I'll tell you one story about the lady that you mentioned that lived in my house. I worked overnight that night. I came home. I worked Friday night. So Saturday morning, I got home like 7:30. The Old Timers Sport Association will go practice, run around to get our blood and thing moving. So I took my boot from downstairs, my things, went upstairs. That lady passed by me by 8 o'clock, 8 something. She passed by me from the room. I went in the bathroom. I saw her. I spent some time in her because the practice started at 9:30. I drove on the field. I left the house by 9. I drove on that field. I came back about 1 o'clock because old time move after the practice we stayed there and just talk. So 1 o'clock I went home. Took back, went upstairs, grabbed something to eat. And because I didn't want to go to sleep that time. So because Isaac, the vice president, was coming here. So I said, well, let me watch TV and wait for my brother. Because he was coming to see the hall, this convention hall. And I was in the living room watching some African movie. And then Isaac came, we sat there, we talked. So almost 2 o'clock, I dined Ophidio, they cooking in the kitchen. Normally, three of them would be cooking on the weekend. So I said, but what happened to your friend? Is she out? Because I saw her car outside, all the cars outside. So I said, what's Felicia? Why is she not with you to cook? Oh, she off today, so she's Idana. She's off today, so she lazy, so she probably sleeping. So after about 5, 6 minutes, I said, y'all saw her today. I saw her around 8, almost 9. Y'all saw her today. Isaac. It was like something kept pushing me. Y'all saw her? They said, oh, she's sleeping. The woman always sleeping. Yeah, the woman. I said, y'all saw the woman today. Are your friend? Y'all saw her? And then Ophelia went to the door, knocked on the door. Felicia, 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 Felicia. The door, she couldn't respond. And then Adana left the kitchen and went there and said, Ophelia, Ophelia, Ophelia. She couldn't respond. They used the little sharp pain thing because the door locked inside now. And then they opened the door, and then the lady, she was on the phone because the phone was right on her hand. The phone, their friend body. But Madam President, let me tell you one thing. On Wednesday of that same week, October Wednesday, in our Grand Jury Association chat room here in Kentucky, Kentucky chapter of child room as our national president. She was involved in it to bring peace. Felicia and one of our members had an argument. You know, women and I went all over the place where they were insulting and cussing on a Wednesday. And that person you argue with in courtroom, the person died on Saturday, the same week, 2 or 3 days later. So our sisters that are making all these arguments, insulting each other on Facebook, cussing and this, there is no need for that. And when the thing happened, that our sister who and the other sister had issue when she died, her husband and her came to leave the car and come inside. It was not easy. She's living and she's regretting it now. Why? There was nothing to argue about, but you know, just a little thing to argue. So her husband came inside and she said, you got to go inside and talk to the family. You got to do it. She went in and people looking at her because the community that we live in. I said it before on my show here. All these arguments, blah, 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 insulting and things, they have to stop. We don't know. Who knew we were going to go to Edith? This Madam Slay, who we all saw at a wedding, we were yelling and dancing. He said, pray, because I said, because we lived in Minneapolis. That's our hometown. The first place I saw her called Neni, Mami or Neni, I can remember. The first place I saw her was at Stennis Flan's house in the Brooklyn Park, an apartment complex. That was my first time seeing her. It was by 1999, 2000. And then she moved in the Waterbrook opposite our building. We were in the 600 building and she was in the other building. And I think that was Slay and her met. Right? So I've been knowing her for a very long time. So when I saw she and Slay at the party in Prince Village wedding, I said, oh, you took Flair, those girls were all hanging on Flair. You took Flair, you ran away, you restaurant, you took Flair out of the place, and we laughed. And when she told Slay, she said, Nathaniel, she said, you heard what Prince said? He said, I jack you out of Minnesota and brought you here, and we laughed. And today, and just yesterday, we heard the news about our sister. So life is short. Enjoy it. Stop this argument and all those things. As we age, we move on. Your friend step on your toe, you say, my man, forget that thing. And then move on. People see me afraid we ain't having show. Oh, you a we can't live like enemies. We disagree on politics. Fred views and my views are different when it comes to politics. When it comes to Mama Jide, our views are probably the same. Bobby told it also. Oh, Bobby now is on your shoulders. You know how long I've been knowing Bobby told it? You know how long Bobby been knowing me for 1988? That the friendship will can't spoil because of Grand Jide politics. We yell at each other, but we see we're cool. So we have to understand these things and stop keeping grudge and stop cussing at each other. Call your sisters. Call your when there's something happened, call her and say them. Look, my sister made a video and she mentioned my name. The next day I call her. Prior to I want to hear. I said, sis, then why I do that for you put my name in that video? And we laugh. She says you're a pastor and this and that. So I said, okay, sister, I will settle things and we can move on. That's how we're supposed to live our life now. We are old people, we're not young people no more. About our age, our parents were moving, they were all in government working and this and that, so providing for the houses and putting for school fees. So we are about our age now. We're not young people no more. 35, Samuel Doto wore the country when you were 28, 29 years old. A whole country was given to him about 45 years ago. So we have to understand. We got to move on. The Jida community must move on. Our people back home depend on us. If you enter Grand Jida today, you will be surprised. Even though our people make some foolish decision, but we can't ban on them. We can't abandon them. Our little thing or money and thing we put together, we have to. And I will ask the president tonight. You have to stop this, the scholarship. Whoever wins, they have to pay people school fee. If $100 you're going to pay for our brothers and sisters to go to school in Africa, if you can take 50 people, 20 people and put into the school our money, not to keep the money in the bank, send the people and educate our people. Like the dancing something, that's a plus for us. These are the things that we're supposed to do here. We have to preach politics, but we have to preach it in a positive way. Madam President, thank you again to the Print Double Show here. It's a one-on-one with the Print Double Show here, Madam President. And I heard you. You spoke with passion. You called for your people to unite and be peaceful and how to do things. But Madam President, let us pivot a little bit. Let us pivot. Minnesota chapter. You eat a pork. You were, even though you were, how you go, ordinary citizen at that time. Jeremiah couldn't say, Joe, we are ordinary citizen. So you were ordinary citizen at that time, 2016. When Minnesota started this, the Wahala. Who president, who not president, who president, who not president. It's creeping in Minnesota, Madam President. I must applaud your administration. You combine the list, depriving one grandchildren of casting a ballot. It's not what we need. So saying the list is compiled, Flores on the list, Bobby on the list. That's a good thing. But Madam President, the crisis in Minnesota, the Wahala in Minnesota, it has a great propensity of divine and splitting, or even causing chaos in Kentucky to our election and our convention. What have you, a mother, a president, with all what is said about you, or she's biased, she took sides. What are you going to do to solve that problem? Will you pick up the phone and call Bobby and call Flo and put three of you to have a conversation to solve that problem that is brewing, that is coming up in our sister state, in my hometown, Madam President? What's your take on the Minnesota issue?
Okay. Firstly, let me, because I was trying to talk, and then at the end of the conversation, I had an intention to be able to extend on behalf of the union to extend, you know, the union's deepest sympathy to the slave family and all those connected to Madam Yasa slave. I say have our sympathy, all right? And we hope that Jehovah God gives everyone connected to her the peace that passes all understanding for you to be able to go through this difficult time, you know, in the family or anyone who is connected to her, however way, to be able to pass through this storm. I know it's not going to just go away. You will always remember her. This lady is someone that you cannot say she's replaceable. Yasa left a lot of prints in the community, in the family, I'm sure, and she will never be forgotten. So again, our sympathy to the family, friends, and anyone connected to her. Members of the union, we are here at any given point in time, especially to President Wadey, the president of Iowa chapter. We are all here. I know you just went through this with Madam Sua. And again, another, I don't even know what to say to you. But just so you know, Madam Wadey, we are here with you. Okay? We'll put our arms around and all the different chapters leaders. Please call Madam Wadey. You can reach her at the 1-800 number. If you don't have the contact, the number is on the website. And you can just dial her extension to be able to reach her. And if you still do not have the number, please feel free to contact anyone on the executive level. Let's show support. It is not easy for that chapter. But Mr. Double, to address what you just said, I am the mother of this dream. I am the people's president. I'm not president for a particular group, and I'm not a mother. I say mother because being a female president, I know what it is. to understand that as a female, you should be able to provide that stability at home. No matter what it is, you should be able to show love from both ends. So I am not president for a particular group, and I want you all to know that. But what I can tell you that the interest of this union will be our focus point. The interest of this union will be prioritized. There is nothing about connection. So anyone who thinks, oh, I'm connected to Edith, or anyone who thinks that, oh, Edith is connected to this particular group, so therefore it will affect the decision-making process. I can guarantee you, if you have anyone that has that mindset, then you are misjudging this administration and your national president. The interests of the union, the interests of Minnesota will be prioritized and will be very objective in the process. Because we think we are objective, that doesn't mean everyone going to be happy. Because sometimes when decision comes, it's not everyone going to be happy about it. But I can tell you, as a mother of this union, I will do my best to make sure, and our executive team, our able team, will make sure that we do what is right for Minnesota chapter. I also want you all to understand the convention. Please do not think that, oh, going to the convention, there will be problem. What's going to happen to me? Everyone's safety matter, no matter which
Madam
side you are on.
President, Madam President, with all due respect, the question was, will you place a court of law judge and Bobby Ture and put it on the phone with you so they can solve and come to a reason, one conclusion in their state? With you, anytime. I understand. I got info that you set up a committee to go and solve to probe in the issue in our state. Let us first and foremost know if it is a committee, what are the term limit of looking into that issue that has the propensity to spread around our union? Did you put it into a place, a committee?
And Mr. Dubber, I beg tonight, our hearts are heavy. We are addressing the issue of Minnesota chapter. And what I want you to understand, it will be addressed and things will be just fine for the members of that chapter. At this point in time, I'm here to speak to our people because a lot is going on in the community, and that's
We
what I'm here
understand
to
that, Madam
address.
President, things are going in our community. Every community things are going on. I went to the Nima Association program where they split. They had a meeting on the other side. Every community, every association had issue going on in there. I want to know, Madam President, did you set up a committee?
I'm not trying to dismiss you, Prince. We set up, we already talked about it. We have people trying to address the issue that is ongoing in Minnesota chapter. And that's all I can say about that. The issue we have, that issue has our attention. We're going to be able to address the issue in the best way we know.
You
And
give
this,
those people who are on the committee a time frame to do the job?
I'm not going to disclose any information regarding the case right now.
Yeah, I just want to know, Madam President, because this thing has the propensity to spread around our community.
No,
So if you
Prince,
get in, you set up committee, you get in 1 week, 2 weeks.
Prince.
Why can we know the committee? Are they working in
No,
secret?
when you
Are they
say it
are they
has
are
to,
they going to be working in secret?
Prince, when you
Is
say it
this
has
some
to,
kind of a cult?
when you say it has the propensity to create chaos or whatever it is, I know the Grinchidens. Right now, we are resolved in making sure our union, you know, moves in the right direction. We are not here to be able to stay focused of anything. So let's hope and pray. And because we're trying to do the best for the union, other people may see things differently. It is, everyone a responsibility to be able to hold on to each other and say, look, this is where we're heading. The union must be in this direction, because this is the direction of positive results, and let all hold hand together and be able to pivot in that direction. And when there's a problem, we all should be able to talk to each other and do not, we should not be focused of, we've been through it all. We have had our share of confusion. We have had a lot. So I think Regina's are exhausted right now. And what matters is for us to do the right thing.
We are exhausted right now, according to Madam Poa, the president. At the same time, she calling for calm, but she told us that we are exhausted of attacking each other. The issue that has the propensity to derail our convention, our peace.
We
Our president don't want to even tell us that there's a committee set up, and if it is time frame for the committee to do their job and report to her and all this stuff. I got the information yesterday that the list, one list came from Floyd and one list came from George. You combine that list. Why can't you speak on that?
And Mr. Dubba, like I said, I'm here tonight to talk to my people regarding the issue. And I specifically told you we are here to
You
talk
already
about
did, Madam
strategic
President. You
issues.
already spoke to your people. You are giving time, 5, 6 minutes. You spoke to your people. You want to speak, Crown? I can give you the time. You can speak our dialect. You're going to speak Bowo or Kunembo?
Kulembo.
You can't do that. Yeah, at least
What?
Chien will be best. Kunamo is hard for you to speak. You're not going to speak Kunamo, Madam President. I think you can speak.
So
You
you
can
want to
speak
tell me
Chien.
I don't know about Toway.
Eh?
To
Two way.
Toway. Yeah.
The war finish. You try.
No,
Oh, you
not
trying to say
Toway.
that
I'm
the
trying to
war,
say
Madam
hello.
President. Oh, okay. Okay, Madam President. But Madam President, we have to talk these things. It's heavy, but these are things. Even with morning, where they have fire on the little wood, ain't gonna burn. Minnesota banned from
So
2016. If you do the math, that's about, I mean, 9 years, I mean, 10 years. And when I'm poor, you're a female. You can bring that chapter together. All you need to do is to pick up a phone call and call those two gentlemen and talk to them. Simple issue.
and Prince, we no option is no option is off to whatever suggestion you bring. We will be able to see what we can do, and I'm sure that I trust the executive that is actually, trying to address the issue. Things will be fine, and the interest of the union again is what's going to matter most.
Because we don't want to come to Minnesota here when we so then we witness what happened in Cleveland. No, not Cleveland, Virginia, where we have Ivy Zaza and Tangna Union. That same Minnesota. People saying, oh, it's not the right time, it's not the right time. Today is the 11th. 1 month from
But
now, you will be
but
casting your
and
ballot.
Prince, let's give
1 month,
people
you'll be casting your ballot,
Prince,
your
let's give
vote.
our people, like, let's be able to recognize positive stuff in the community. All right, some of the things. Look how Mr. Bobby told it right now. We are working together. There are other people who are not on, like, involved into the union. They are coming back. You know, there are a lot of other people. So the ones that were already on board, they are on
What
board.
you
And
mean? A lot
keep.
of people not coming back. Bobby told it. What you mean? You mean
No, I
GGAD
said
people
I
coming
remember.
back? The likes of Conflict Dian and the likes of Fred Tarugoyan, the likes of Levi Kine, they all coming back. Even though Conflict Dian, in her own audio that I have here, Conflict Dian, I love that girl so much. That my friend Kamati Dian's sister, she's a very good woman. She had passion for this organization, but she said the people in the GGAD, she said the people from the GGA can never vote for them. I got that audio. I'll play that audio. They are we are coming together because when time comes, as one of them said in the video in the audio, that nobody can stop us from contesting for a position. That's a constitutional right. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do that, Madam President. But as a female president, when I interviewed the former president Fred Taruguyan the other night, I think it was Tuesday night, he mentioned you that you're a woman and you can bring us together. I saw you in 2023 on your inaugural when you brought Levi in and we brought him in. I got him on video. You try your best, but you pushing high.
So, Prince, like I said, in fact, let me be able to ask you. like 2 years ago when we took over, is the union still the same or is growing? If you're gonna do your assessment objectively, what do you think?
You try to interview the interviewer,
Exactly. We are having a conversation tonight. I want you to help your
and then
audience.
you need to tell me how you think about the union. You need to tell me.
Objectively, I want you to tell me, how do you see the union? You're asking me. The union is growing, and the union things are moving. You know, the union is strong right now, and other chapters that were not on board are getting involved. So, we are getting together when it comes to unity.
Okay, that's
So,
good,
what do
man.
you
Listen.
think now? I'm interviewing. What do
No,
you think?
but let her go back to Mr. Guyan's interview. He said he didn't do anything about reconciling our community.
And this is
You-
what I'm trying to
And
tell you.
you are from, he's even mentioned you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's from Pennsylvania. You got James Djibouti, you got Augustine Menye, you got Trevor Collins living in there. I don't know if in Maryland or there, but you got four of you that led this organization, that is leading this organization. Fred accused you of not wanting to unite our community, not wanting to call them into a place and have a cup of coffee and discuss the thing and say, my brothers, let us be together at one. He accused you on my show. What's your take? You watched that interview. What's your take on Fred's allegation against you?
Sometimes because I'm very busy, I really, I if you maybe
On
you
a
can
president, you
address.
want me to crap it and send it to you?
You can send about regardless of what it is. I know my brother Fred, it is how he feels, but I'm sure Mr. Fred Green has been a leader. He knows what the community was before and he know what the community is now. It's a work in progress. But all I can tell Grenadians, things are moving in a positive direction. And the Grenadians are pretty much focused on how to unite, and the few things are happening, a few things are going on in a negative way. We just want to be able to see how best we can put things together. But from where we took the union to now, I think things are moving, way better.
So you're
So
not going to speak on Fred's allegation against you or comments about you not wanting to unite us? That
at
you would
this
want to keep us
to,
divided?
today, I want to stay focused.
He accused you publicly.
Today, I would just want you. My suggestion, and you can choose whatever way, is to open the line and have some Grenadians coming, on
We've
this
been here now.
listen.
We're gonna open the line, Madam
And
President.
for the
We're gonna open the
Grenadians to
line.
come and tell us about how we can better and stay together, how we can unite this community, to come up with suggestions how to move things forward. And like I said, I'm not going to be faced tonight about what people think. And tonight is not the night for me to focus on, individual political feelings. And I know everyone knows what the union was before and what it is now, and what where we intend to take the union. So right now, that's the please let's focus on how to unite our people tonight. So
But
if you
all those
don't
things
mind,
about unity every question I'm asking is about unity.
no, because
Getting
I'm
into
not.
getting
If
involved with the
I'm
people
not
in
gonna
Minnesota,
go
bringing them
back,
together, and then discussing Fred's allegation against you. Tell
if
us. Have you
my,
will you
my
sit
the
down will
community
you call Mr. Yubote? Would you call Mr. Menye and Mr. Goyan and you go and sit down and drink a cup of coffee and discuss Grandjire? When they picture that particular photo, when it explode around the world, the people will say, well, are people trying to make progress?
and like I
The
said,
lines are not open yet, so please stop calling, please.
so like I said, the community right now, we need to stay focused on what's going on. Our people, their
What is
hearts
going
are
on?
bleed,
What is
hearts
going on
are
that we need to stay
bleeding.
focused
The
on?
Texas, Iowa chapter. I just want us to be able to see what we can do in all the negative stuff in the community. Mr. Nguyen is a leader. If anything, he has suggestions. I can be able to connect with my brother. We spoke several times, and I look forward to him helping for us to be able to move the union to where
Do
he
you
thinks
think
it
he's a
needs to be.
divisive man?
That I'm not going to discuss that. I'm not
Do you
into
think, Madam
telling
Pua, do you think Mr. Fred Gwen is a divisive man?
Prince. I would not discuss that tonight. I'm not here to discuss it. And
So,
you
Madam
know me,
President,
times
tell
will
me what you
come.
want to
Just
discuss
give
now
me a
so we
few
can
days
discuss
when I
it.
come on your show, then we'll
Can
talk
you
about
tell me what you
politics,
want
but
for
not
us to
tonight.
discuss so we can discuss tonight, Madam President?
Tonight, I want you to, because of what's going on in, like, the negativities, the death, the back-to-back deaths in our
We're going to
community.
be dying
Let's
all the
be
time,
able to
Madam
talk to
President. We're
each
going to
other.
discuss it.
Let's
We
find
pay
a way
homage
to
to the
consult
dead.
each other tonight.
We
Open
already
the
pay
line.
respect to
Let's
the
be
dead.
able to see what we can do. I'm not gonna focus on what tonight is not the night for me. It's we
Madam
just gotta.
Confident Diane said that the people from the GGAD can never be elected president or hold position in our community. What's your take on that? Confident Diane.
You should be able to call conflict there and be able to say that. Am I gonna?
So, but asking you, what do you think? You think
So
GGAD
Prince,
member can come and say you want to be president and be president?
Prince, and what we need to do right now, we have you just talk about money not being spent in the and we are keeping money. We need to be able to let our people know it is important for us to be united, for us to be able to raise the necessary funds and be able to carry on development for our county and people here. There are a lot of things going on. As we speak tonight, maybe there's some mother somewhere in the house that is going through so much, and we need to be able to open our arms to each other
Are
and
we
play
going
that
to send
supportive role.
tonight?
What?
Will we send that money, that mother money tonight to feed herself or children?
We are managing the union very well, and you know that. And if for those who don't know, we have a system in place. The union, the executive or the administration is doing everything possible to be able to provide the needed services for our people.
So, Madam Poor, tell me, Madam President, why do you think this coming May 11, the Nigerians should re-elect you? Why? Why
Tonight
should
is
we
not
re-elect you?
Prince, and I'm sorry if you. I hope you don't think that I'm delaying.
Are you
I'm
being evasive? Are you being
no, I hope you don't think that actually I'm causing unnecessary
are
procrastination. But
you
I'm just
trying to be evasive
I
tonight?
want you
Evading
to
my
know I'm
questions?
here to speak about issues, especially when it comes to what's going on in the community. That's when I'm here to talk to my people as president. I'm not here to talk about politics tonight. Another day will come and we'll talk about it.
So, what you want us to talk about? Our sisters insulting each other on Facebook?
No, not that. I want you to, if you can open the line and to your people, or else, if you really don't have anything major, then I can just beg to
I have major
leave.
issue with you, Madam President. These are burning
Regarding
concerns.
the
These are
topic that
issues in
I'm
the community.
regarding the topic under discussion, regard Prince, you should know when it
I
comes to the
got
issue, Prince, when it comes to the issue of unity, there are so many things you can be able to discuss. That focus on how we can be able to better unite this community. That bring up ideas. Let's see what we can do as Grenadians for tonight. Once at least let's just be able to discuss strictly unity tonight and put politics away.
But we have to
Let's
discuss the
focus.
cause of everything that happened, and unity will come.
Yeah.
But you're trying to limit my interview with you, Madam President. Then I will ask you the question, well, either why my own sister, my sister-in-law asking you, if tonight is not the right time for you, why did you come on? Money and Paul from Minneapolis, Minnesota,
I
Mr.
did not
Alvin
say
Zilli's wife.
I did not say it's not the right time. I said it's subject on a discussion, and I specify why I'm on this podcast tonight. I said I'm here to speak to my people as president of this junior
You
because of the
already did,
death
Madam
and other
President.
stuff.
Or you want to speak again? I give
So
you
if
5 minutes
there
to
is
speak to your
nothing,
people.
so if there yeah, so then maybe that way, Prince. Then if we, I just want you to understand that tonight is not the night for politics.
So what do you want us to talk about? Service? Jesus Christ?
No, it's not Jesus Christ. Let's talk about unity. Unity, you have a lot to do. Call, open the line, and the people can give you suggestions. People have
Okay, let's
ideas
call you
what we can
tonight and
do.
ask the president.
Let's talk about not
Let me
me. Ain't
put
no
the
people
number
can
here
just
so you
call
can
and
call
say,
the
"Look, you
number
know
and
what?"
ask the president.
People,
Maybe when you ask her the question, she will answer your question.
no,
So
people
call
can.
952-200-8420 and ask Madam Idepoa about unity and peace in this community. We have peace
They
and
don't have
unity.
to
Look
ask
at the
me. They
list.
may have
Look at the
suggestions
listing.
and see
Go
what
and
we can
watch the
do.
listing. If you
Mhm.
find people who are registering are all members of GGAD and GGAA, anyone who tells you in their own mind that there is an issue between the GGA and GGAD, the person is insane. They are crazy. That's what I mean. You have GGAD people registering and GGA people registering. Even Conflict Dian, who said that the people will not vote for you when you are GGAD member and you want to contest for a position in the community. That's not true. Anyone from the GGAD that is qualified, leave our kind to us on my show that GGAD is just a subgroup like Sister Bond, like Moses P. Harris. GGAA is the Mothers Organization. There is no issue between those people. Anyone who tell you that there is an issue between the GGAA and the GGAD, the person is crazy. Tell them, say, Prince Double say, conflict Dian. What you say? Conflict. Conflict, go ahead.
Yeah. Prince, my brother, when you think you're in public, you will tell me, But if you can't hear me, please let me know,
And you hearing conflict, Madam President?
Yes.
The president's hearing you.
Okay. Hi, Madam President.
Hi, Madam Dear.
I God thank you for everything for this union. But anyway, let me just hit my point where my name is mentioned. Prince, don't play with my crownness.
Your what?
My crownness and my GDNess.
You get you from Ivory Coast, man. People that who from real life.
Okay, with my Abora crownness. And no, but the reason why I'm saying it, now one confusion or misunderstanding will lead me to ever turn my back to GGA. When I made that remark, I clearly remember because I'm also a team player at the same time.
That voice, is that your voice?
Yes, I'm also a team player at the same time. Even though around I find illness and all was doing on the team with my group. But yes, I'm also a team player at the same time. I ask those people a question. So the team where you're on now, go back or I still GDA. If you want let and you put tickets from all of my motor day, if you want let, I'm there for you to be on show. I'm there for you to pretend. Either we all go or we are not. Anytime there's people to be thinking when you're in cool mood, then everybody must be this. When you're in cool mood, then everybody must go this way. No, I fought for fair. I have no regret because I felt it was not treated fairly. The partners were not right. Everybody not there anyway. That's all one who will fight. Besides that, okay, nothing. Fair player, this thing I can never say against you. Talk about Munatare or even my sister Vera Phillips. Anybody won't get better, get best, but I am who I am. So that medium, I asked them that time, what we doing, where we stay. How many times I've given call leave up time to asking what's the decision you are getting on the money hanging. You can tell them it's A or it's B. I don't do that. I don't play that. I don't talk in that. So if you're thinking like that, what are you going to do election and win? When you will come to do election to win, GDS, you can be president because they are not decided on what to do with our union. That's why I say.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a lot of noise.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, it's better now.
Go ahead, Monia.
You can hear me now? You hearing me now?
You hearing Monia, Madam President?
Yeah, I can hear. How you doing, Monair?
Oh, I'm doing great. And I hope you are too. Yeah. My president that I love so much.
My sister that I love.
When Tilma won the election, that when I fainted, she stood by me.
You fainted?
I want to give it and she stood by me.
That's New England.
Why
No,
would you?
no, no. Please.
Why would you faint, Madam? Why would you faint, Madam Zidi?
Because I was so overexcited.
Mr. Zidi knew that you fainted.
Yeah. Good evening again, my dear sister.
Good evening, beautiful.
You know, my first time meeting you was when Thelma put you on his ticket and I met you in Alex Bamon basement. That night when you spoke, I fell in love with you. I said if I was not even supporting Thelma because of this lady, I would support Thelma. I don't know you, but as time went by, now knowing you and I had a relationship. My auntie been married to your late uncle for a couple of years. Your late uncle had it right. Modu is my auntie, and she's my sister. Yeah. I'm saying this to say that Eden, the time I know you to be a peaceful person. I don't know you to even make anybody to feel bad, Mama. And then when you won the first election, well, I just said I fainted and you stood by me. The second time you came back to Minneapolis to run the campaign.
Is that why you're going to vote for her? Because you fainted and she stood by you?
Friends, I'm just trying to say how nice the woman was to me.
Please ask your question. Ask your question, man.
So, I know you, Madam President, I know you to be a peaceful person and somebody that don't even hurt people's feelings. I don't know whether you have ever hit your teeth at anybody in your whole life before, but since I've been knowing you, you smile with people and you don't like tension. That night in the hall, if I remember everybody that was in there to Widow Park Hall at that time, Alex Bamon was the president. And Thelma spoke when we re-elected you. Yeah, when you came for the second time. Even when Thelma got through speaking, you stood up and you said, what is Storm said? Alex Bamon, your come. You held Alex by your right hand and you held Tom by your left hand and you stood in the middle of the two gentlemen. And you said, what I'm seeing on Facebook is not good. I beg you. You're made peace. And that night, those two guys were so happy when you brought that up. Man, I know you to be a peaceful person. Minnesota, I know you can solve this problem. Please come to our aid. Come to our aid. Why is true that Floyd George overstayed? But I think if we are removing this guy, we should show him some sort of respect. I, for one, try to send messages out there. People will not go to meeting. And one time he appeared on Prince Double show. Prince Double is here. He will attest to what I'm going to say here. And he said something. He came on Prince Double show. He said, I call meeting people don't come. At the time, somebody had a problem with the treasure that I know something was going wrong with the money. And I commented. And Floyd George said, money for you don't even come to meeting. And Prince Double said, oh, this is what money for saying you. He said, money, you don't even come to meeting. And I said, I'm still a Virginia.
Madam Paul, are you going to ask a question?
I'm coming, Prince. Let me tell you how peaceful the woman is.
We understand, Madam Paul is peaceful.
President, can you please solve our problem in Minnesota? I know you can do it.
Thank you.
Please solve it?
Thank you.
We are all gearing up for this confession election. Can you please solve it? And I know you will do it.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course,
Wow, that was a long question and long comment.
yeah. I just want to tell you how well
Yeah,
I
keep
know.
monitoring the thing on Facebook.
Thank you, sis.
So we can get other people to answer it.
Yeah.
Madam President, can you
Yeah.
speak to the two callers? Their concern.
Yeah, and you see that's
I think Conflate didn't ask you question. She just made some comment. But Madam Poy said you should go to their aid.
yes, and my sister spoke well. Morning pause, morning Ziti spoke well. And like we said, I said previously, we are going to be able to discuss the issue and take care of the issue in Minnesota. In the interest of the union, you know, is what going to matters most. Is no one going to take side. We're going to look at everything and make sure that we do the best and right thing for our people. So, Madam Zili, I heard you, and thanks so much. Madam, you talk about Madam Conflict, yeah, Conflict pretty much. That's what I said when I said the union is growing. Conflict was one of those who was like very much upset in the past, but look how much energetic she is right now. These are
She has healed.
exactly, and that's what And she said, "Look, no one can take away my crownness. No one can take away. I don't know." So she's telling us how much she cares about her people. And if we really do care about our people, we should be able to put our individual differences aside and work, and see what we can do to work together. All right. It's not how much you hold onto that and negative issues, but how well you put aside things and be able to join the team on board for us to do, the needful for our people. Again, thanks to the both females.
Yeah, there's no call coming in, Madam President. I want you to take this time to speak to your people. You keep saying you want to talk to your people. You don't. She's very intelligent. She can do it. That's from my little sister, Mrs. Brown. She says you're intelligent. You can do it. I don't know. But Miss, what I call the phone and ask this, engage the president. It will be your first time. Call the number 952. You know your brother number. I don't need to call it to you. Call your big brother and talk to the president. The president is live. Those who want to speak to Madam Poor, call and talk to her tonight. Madam Poor, I don't want me to answer this question because it's back and forth. That 20 questions. She only answered three.
Yeah, Prince, you can always keep those questions, and
For what? I ain't gonna
yeah.
keep them. You want me to
No,
keep them
I
after
you
the
want to
election?
ask him, but tonight,
You want me to keep
Prince.
them for after the election?
No, we'll ask this question with campaign later on, but
Madam
tonight is not
President,
the
Mr.
time.
Floyd was here on Tuesday and he told the whole world that you are a compromise. Are you compromised?
Let's talk about you, when it comes to being
Are you
compromised.
compromised in the Minnesota case?
I'm a mother who wants the best for my people. I'm not compromised, and I will do what's matters most.
So you're not compromised. You didn't take sides. You didn't take side in the Minnesota issue. You didn't side with Bobby Tory.
No,
Why do you think Bobby opposed you in that place? He almost had a heart attack because of that. Why did it change? Did you call him and talk to him?
what
Or
did
he
Bobby
just saw
say?
your leadership and then he changed?
Bobby said he almost destroyed his car, right? How many miles per hour he was?
Bobby drove from Iowa to Minneapolis 90 miles to 95 miles until he got to Louisville. That road I would take people 3.5 hours. Bobby took less than 2 hours to get there. He
And
wanted to
Prince,
get put the whole Minnesota team behind him. But all of a sudden, Bobby now is one of your strong supporters. People are accusing Bobby of trying to register 250 votes for you
Prince,
from
that's what I'm talking
Minneapolis.
about. We just like when someone like at a certain level, you can just go and be able to get at the person too for things to just get for things to get somewhere and to a point that you are not going to have control of the issue. And we need to be able to. If you notice, Bobby, right? Bobby was one of the people who used to speak ill against me, and he admitted that. But never have I ever spoken to my brother in a negative way. Sometimes when Bobby, when he's in the midst of seeing stuff, by the time he's While he's doing that, I'm placing a call to him, and when he answered, he's like, "Oh, what do you want, President? Oh my God, I'm tired with this lady." Then he would start to laugh, and every time I spoke to him, I treated him with love. In fact, Mr. One of the guys too, Mr. Paul, that right now campaigning heavily for me.
Mr. Paul.
Yes, Bobby Paul.
Oh
Bobby
yeah,
Paul.
Bobby Paul. That's my friend. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
Bobby.
Bobby
He
Paul.
used to have his show called Straight Bobby Straight Talk. Bobby used to say a lot of stuff about me. And Bobby, like, one time we met somewhere. I said, when you don't talking, come on, let's go and have. I got food. Let's go eat. And we all started eating and laughing and joking. Like, oh wow, Nia, Willie, and other people from Philadelphia. When we went to New England, I remember they were supporting a whole team. They were supporting our team president, Gwen. uh they were heavily campaigning. Were
Yeah,
all
we
like,
never supported Gwion. Yeah, we
no,
have
it,
many.
no, I'm talking about New England. Man, it was not in the race. They
Oh,
had
New
us.
England. Okay.
Yes, New England 2011, and they were all campaigning heavily against our team. So someone brought food for me. My aunt, and she brought food for me. She brought a lot of food at the election ground. So I went to them. I said, "Yeah, well, don't campaign. You guys can have this food to eat when they go." Oh,
The president internet went up. Madam President joined us back, and we can bring you back here. It's something. I don't, what's going on, Madam President? You hear me? Something happened to the president. Man, yeah. So while we wait for the president, let me play it. They don't want me to play the audio, but let me play a little bit of it. You will hear my conflict voice. Conflict. A conflictor I have 6 pack. Can you imagine? She won't put her hand around my belly. She's saying only 1 pack. She said, Oprah, I thought you had 6 pack. I said, conflict. Leave me with 6 pack. Oh, you might something you don't want 6 pack. It did 6 pack. The president here, my president, go ahead.
you can see me.
Why would I see you for? You inspired?
No, I'm asking because I can't see the screen no more. Because I got a call and everything. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
when recording that, what can happen?
yeah. I'm back. Yeah, like I said, as soon as the food came, my own supporter, they were not in that area when they saw me. She brought the food. I already talking to the group. So what I did, I just took the whole, everything and gave it to them. And they're like, "Oh wow!" They started laughing. We joke. I said, "When y'all have enough energy so you can campaign against," and that whole thing turned to joke, fun. Oh, the view, they started laughing. We're up. So sometimes you treat people with love. Is you don't have to be at each other. Campaign is a process that will come and go. We need to be able to look out, for each other, make sure that we don't take things so personally. And Prince, I would not do things, I would not ask people to do things that I wouldn't do. Okay. After the election in Minnesota, you saw what I did. And I remember too, one of the, and they feel like, oh, I went straight to my CP area because people were hurried. Some of them left. I said, let's take all this food. And they'll take all this food and take it to the Victoria area, the drinks and everything. So because I did not see myself like, oh, okay, like being so bitter because I lost an election, someone won, why can't we support the person? And that's how it should be. You have us if you want to campaign, you want to say all these things, just be able to sell your candidate. What can your candidate do? you know Talk about your kennedy, positive stuff, not to go negative at each other and start to say things that tomorrow you'll regret. So I'm just pleading with everyone for us to be able to do what, keep our community together, stop the negativities. If you anyone has the right to vote against anyone, and we should respect that the person
Yes,
individual right.
anybody has the right to vote
So I
against
beg
anyone.
you people, y'all don't take it personal.
Oh,
And
Madam President, are you hearing me?
yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
2015, I arrived in Pennsylvania at about 11 a.m., drove all night. And I don't know how you knew that I got into Pennsylvania. You called me and then you had a CP or wherever to your house for people to go and eat. I'm talking about fresh Guyans. inauguration. You have food at your house, drinks. Even Goyans went to your house at a certain point and took some food and took it to his area to CP. Why did he say all those things he said about you on the Tuesday interview?
And Prince, that's what I'm trying to tell you here. And I think I have few more minutes to go, but I
No,
just
you're gonna
want you
be here,
to
Madam President. You can't go speak to your people. You time yourself.
but let me
I
say
got a couple of
regarding
hard questions here for you, Madam
yeah, Prince,
President. You in a hot seat.
Prince, regarding the issue like you just talked about again, it's all about us trying to hold together to unite ourselves. Because when my brother was president, I had to support him. So it was
Why is
his
he not supporting you now?
he will support me later. Don't worry about it. Prince, everybody don't have to start things from the same level. But like I said, when doing his inauguration, I called him. I said, look, you know what? Since people are coming to us from Thursday to Monday, my place will be open. They can come Thursday evening, like dinner will be provided, and the rest of the other days will be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The house is open for anyone, including drinks. And we did that. People have fun. It was good. So that's
But
how we can do it.
I'm not saying it on your
And
end.
you were there too. We have so much fun.
But I'm
Yeah.
not saying it at your end. Why is he not doing the same thing? You have your seat, your house. This is my place. People who come in when the president plays food, I got food, I got drinks here. Why Goyan's not doing it? Why he got all these hate against you?
We had music. It was so much fun that weekend.
Why Goyan got all these hate against you, President Goyan? Why?
And like I said, Prince, tonight I just gonna stay on.
Oh, you don't
I
want to talk
can
about that again, Madam
yeah,
President?
I
You're trying
don't
to
wanna
limit the interview here, Madam President. But
why
anyway, we got Isaac and I were your vice
so
president. You see, people
I
you're
can
calling to
be able
double dip
to
me and put me in the middle and grind me up in the middle. Is that
so
what Mr. We're calling for?
so is it possible now for me to because we had
You
other
see,
stuff
President want to run away from the Prince Double Show. This is the room, the borders room. You are a funny member of the border room, Madam President. You saw how the room came about. Why you don't want to answer questions from the room tonight? You holding back.
Prince, I would not hold back on stuff, but when it comes to like, what people think, I just want us to, and that's what
I
I'm
want
here
to know why the
tonight.
people
I
doing
don't want
this.
to exacerbate anything tonight. I just want to
I
talk
don't
to
know.
people.
Where I'm talking to the president, yeah, man, Mr. VP. Yeah,
But if
with the
VP is
president.
there, we are partner. Answer my VP.
The patient Kuyase
We
want to
just
go
need to
low
show each
so
other
low,
love.
we go so high high. She's done with her message. Let the president go. I need her. When you need the president, your whole day you're in meeting and thing with the president is the people in Kunemo looking, listening to the president, they're putting bars on, listening to you, Madam President, they're putting Bobo listening to you tonight. Our grand Jira listening to you. The guy from Voice of Jira is not sleeping, he's in the studio. 1 minute, I say, you can come and show and just call my attention. I will give you the chance one time to speak. It's not one-on-one with Isaac. It's one-on-one with the president of the union. Go ahead, Mr. Nyangwe. Yeah, thank you for having me, Mr. I want to say, my president, thank you, Mr. Gabo. And I just want to call you that sorry, I know this has never happened before, but the president came here, and she was very clear as what she is here for. She's not here for campaigning or anything campaign related, or rather, so we just want, and also she stated us. So there we go again. Yes, please. And man, I think our president,
There we go.
all due respect, I think your time has been exhausted. And if that don't tell the president, well, we're never going to answer my phone call. I'm never going to answer your call. No, but Mr. Tomo, please, man, we don't want to get. All right, let the president give us a president won't give you a party comment so you can go. You going to another meeting, Madam President? Yes, we have
Yes, we do
executive
have a
meeting.
meeting.
Executive
And
Oh, dear,
tonight,
having executive meeting, this thing,
no,
all kind of
besides, we
meeting.
got
All
a
right,
lot
my
to do
man.
tonight.
Oh, you're
We
not
have a
meeting Joseph
lot.
Boraga,
No, we have a lot to do tonight.
Madam President.
Yes.
Normally you don't get this conversation. That when they backdoor and 4, 5, or even 10 of you are going to be discussing GGA politics. You got the whole world listening to you tonight, and you're just going to skip it, Madam President.
No, Prince, when it comes to
Bobby told one of those people who say you should leave, Madam President.
no, Bobby told it.
Is your campaign manager in the Midwest now?
Okay, so let me give my parting statement,
No, Madam
please.
President, it's who is it's a term a kind. Is she in your camp?
Oh, Tamakai, you talking about? Oh, okay, yeah, that's
You
my
know Temo
sister.
Kind. It's Dusty
Yeah,
Kind's wife. Is she in your
of
camp?
course, family is family, and my sister know I'm doing good.
How about
She's
Judy Tore?
everybody. So, Prince, don't forget about politics tonight. Let's go. Let me give my
Oh,
parting statement. I want everyone to come on board and be happy. Whatever side you take, like it be like we should respect that and stop the, you
so you
know,
don't want for the top party state tonight? You call Game On tonight, attention or top piece?
you won't call, give my eat it. We don't have any issue. You
Game
know
On
that,
want
right?
Game On want to unseat you. Game On will not shake your hand after. Game On will not shake your hand until after the election finish when you win that name before you shake your hand.
Why not?
Oh, people then passing around with all kind of thing in here. What?
Okay. So let me give my closing.
What's up with you and Mr. Jibote, man?
Prince, what's your problem? After you said I should give my parting
I
statement,
want to know
yes,
what's
let
up
me
with
just
you
do
and
that.
Jibote. Jibote
Because
is
I
raising the alarm
honestly
again. I
have a
saw
meeting.
something on Facebook and on the that you guys are behind Jibote. When you guys gonna leave Jibote alone?
Prince, can I please give my parting statement? Because I
Ah,
have a
you did?
meeting.
Go ahead. Yeah, parting comment. Let me make you solo.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Dubba, and thanks to everyone. I came here tonight as your national president for us to be able to address, some of the issues on Facebook and other and problems, especially the death of our sister. I know it was like something no one ever expected, and it's not an easy thing right now. Having back to back deaths, we need to be able to comfort each other, show each other love and support. Because at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, you really do not know what may happen the next day, or you don't even understand the next minute. So I'm begging everyone for us to be able to find a reason to support each other, be there for each other instead of actually like being at each other's throat when it comes to this election is a season, it will soon pass. Okay, no matter what you do, Gilman and Edie will always remain brother and sister in the community. As soon as this thing is over, in fact, you are going attacking each other for for example, those who want to come on the other side to attack the other team. When the two Kennedys meet, what do? Laugh, joke, dance, and do all kinds of stuff. Like have fun. Why would you want to compromise your own records and say, "Look, I'm gonna be able to act." I know it's hard. No one wants to lose. When you take, when you're supporting someone, you go with you go with your emotions, everything. You just want to make sure that everything is okay, in your favor. But that's not the case. Sometimes you gotta go and have an open mind. If you enter a process called election, have the mindset that you may win or you may lose. And if that election result does not come your way at a particular time, the way you will act, your performance will make people to say, yes, indeed, this person is a leader. With this person deserve to be given, the chance to lead. What we are trying to do now is for us to hold people accountable seriously, according to their deeds, according to their records, whatever they do. Don't think that back in the days, and you can see most Cringitas down to be like, some people think that, oh, they're supporting this person because they are from the same section. The way it used to be heavy, like, oh, this person from this section, so everyone gonna go on that side. It's not happening like that anymore. You can tell that people, from the other area will come and say, "Oh, I'm supporting this person openly." They are not hiding their feelings. So it means that people now trying to support candidates of choice based on their records, based on what they have to do. So don't go out there to fight. You know, let the candidates, let our records speak. And when you go in there, go with the mindset to say, you know what? I'm going to put our county first, and I'm not going to, tarnish the image of my county for us to start to insult each other on Facebook and do all of that. So, in conclusion, with the death of our sister, I just want to again, say to the family, in our Liberian way, we are sorry. And we are here to work with every one of you people. My brother not slept. Just thinking about what happened at night, the way you cry and driving and you say, I'm here with my two boys. I know you have gotten the result you never wanted to get. It's difficult, but we are here with you, you know. And please, everyone, please reach out to the family. Please try to reach out to Iowa leadership as well, and those who are coming to the convention. Remember, I'm your mother, and the administration will be able to, make sure everyone is safe. The safety of every individual coming to that convention. When we are doing things, we are not looking at anything like, oh, okay, we are guarding everyone, and we expect everyone to please respect each other and respect the rules. People will be protected. Don't feel intimidated. Don't think that when you come to the convention, things will happen. We are there, and we're going to make sure we prioritize people's safety, make sure the program is held, and things will be, at the maximum level of function. So don't think that anything negative going to happen and the program will not go on and things will be interrupted. We are here for you all. And please, 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 when you come into Kentucky, please just make sure you do what is best to be able to come with the garment of peace. No confusion. Mama cheated first. We are all in this together, and we are here to support everyone. And no one, there is no side, as the administration, the national administration will support everybody. All right. Love you all. And let's find a reason to coexist. Thank you, Mr. Double, for giving me the time tonight. And of course, when it's time for politics, we will be able to come back. All right. Thank you. We appreciate you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I hope you enjoy your weekend and be safe out there. And try to call Mr. Fred Taruguyan, Mr. Augustine Menye, and Mr. Yubote and Collins to maybe a coffee somewhere, Starbucks or somewhere they got coffee, Wawa or wherever they call it over there in your Pennsylvania area to have a coffee to bring your brothers want you to sit with them. You have coffee. Thank you very much, Madam President.
All
We
right.
hope to talk again. Bye. All right. Okay, the lines will be open for the next 20 minutes. We're going to have a conversation here. But before we do that, let me play I want you guys to listen to Conflare, my sister, my former sister-in-law. What's her name? Money, go ahead.
Let me talk about it's me again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Once again, I want to speak to our president.
She gone. She gone
Yeah,
already.
I know she's gone, but she will hear the message. President Poor.
Why you can't have your own show? Call me. You have a show so you can come on. You scared to come on these live?
No, Mr. Kudoba, don't do me this way now. Now, I love my brother, my best-in-law. President Poor, I know you to be a peaceful person. President Poor, leave here, I will cry. And it's not cry. President Poor, John Floyd, he's one of the best presidents.
The man's name is Floyd George, not George Floyd. George Floyd is dead.
Floyd George is one of the best presidents that we ever have. You will go to that courthouse for a meeting during President Diata. When we go into the meeting and say, sis, you don't worry about anything, food, drink. When we go that far in his house. As soon as we get seated, sis, what you want? In between the kitchen and the basement.
So McKibben there for life?
I'm not saying he's president for life, that what we say Eric Bamu is our president for life. I'm saying this one who have president for this chapter, they want love peace.
Yeah.
So you are Madam Poor, you are all person. You went to the GGAT and you say material account for you. You're not open. I remember my little sister Conflare that I love so dearly.
Conflare says she older than you.
Okay. She said, oh, what are you doing? Is that my husband leave his wife for all these years? They will not want to just be sitting there. He ain't in the one get boyfriend and he didn't pass it to come for children to care them home. I love you deeply, my sister. Why you older than me? You older than me. You see me before. I know I can.
What either get boyfriend Benny gotta do with the one money?
No. Why you talking now? What talking about boyfriend? Yeah, Mr. Double, don't do this. I know you play double advocate here. But the way Floyd George was removed, Floyd George is the first president that ever raised money in a chapter.
Money Paul, the president set up the president. Listen, the president set up team to investigate. So the president cannot get involved in interfering with the process.
Mr. Double,
yeah.
When I'm done speaking, you will speak now. This is your show. And you say everybody should come on.
No, but the president just said there's a team set up. You want to lead a team and go and be doing things instead of say the president Baba in protocol?
Okay, Mr. Double, I think this is your show, and you don't want me to exalt myself.
We're having I'm asking you a question, and you don't want to result. Also, you don't want to call, you talk, then I just leave it. I'm going to ask you a question.
I beg you, the way Floyd was removed is not the right way. And he's the first president in Minnesota chapter to raise that amount of money from the Sun Hotel. Please, and come to our aid, President Poor. Thank you. I know you will do it, Madam Poor. God bless you.
Thank you. The president just said that it's a team set up. You don't expect the president to bypass a team. Then the president shouldn't have set up a team if you're going to go to the people. I mean, the president interview, it was not bad. It was great to me. But he tried to not answer a couple of questions. But, as the president said, we are mourning, so she don't want to get into politics. That's right. But the lady that died, Madam Slay, if you don't know that lady, go to Iowa and ask the people. That woman was a politician. I can remember at a certain point she was on these live feed on the Print Double show, engaging, commenting. She was brilliant. She could write and express herself. When at one point she wrote, then I didn't know who was writing. Then I checked it up. Then I clicked on the name and saw the photo. I said, oh, that's my brother Slay's wife here, engaging. So when a politician falls, it is our responsibility to talk politics. Make that person happy while they're gone. Darcy Peter. Go ahead. Mr. Peter, go ahead. Darcy.
Good evening, Mr.
Speak up so the people hear you, brother. You saw that lady, how the lady was speaking, yelling over the place? That's convention and campaign. You won't be speaking serious, the people will not hear you.
Well, good evening, Mr. Double. How are you doing this evening? My fellow Grenadians, I believe the national president of the Grenadian Association just made a few things clear. The president is able to answer questions, but tonight is not the right time to answer all these questions. So the president will be back on the show again, God's willing, next week.
The president more than charted on now, God's willing, I'll be back. Saying he went 2003, you not come by, God stay with him.
Be able to handle some of this that is affording in Minnesota and the rest.
22 years ago, to the bear, like, bro. Say God willing, you'll be back. 22 years ago, you stay in the heat.
Hopefully next week and address most of this issue.
All right.
So I mean, just rest assured that the president is very, very humble. She's a peace maker, and she will make sure the people of Minnesota are very happy. That's one thing I can assure you. The president and our team are working today, to make sure that even President Floyd George is also happy. So let's hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
And just set up another show for the president for next week.
Okay.
Be able to give some good response. Thank you.
Thank you. Bobby Ellington.
So am I live?
You're not live. We're not answering you. You're live.
And then when you're talking this time, you're talking to an interim sitting president. So be very, very peaceful and calm to an interim president. Am I live, Prince Double?
You're live, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, so yeah, come here and destroy. Go tell it, man. The Secret Service will arrest me.
So, Prince, thank you, Mama, for bringing me. I just want to make this a fun announcement because tomorrow is the deadline. So we want to make sure everybody that registered to go to Kentucky are making this final announcement. So first, we were able to send 49 names over there, and few people in the rush came and were able to register. So we were able to add about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more names to the 49 members that are originally paid, that we pay for. That brings our total number to 56. So if you are out there and you are listening to me, and if you have any intention of expressing your voting rights in Kentucky, please send me your name, the way it is spelled and pronounced on your identification card so we can register you. You don't have a dime to send to me. Send me your name. Time is fast spent. The time here, Chicago or Central Time is 9:12. So in the next 1 to 2 hours, please send me your name so we will send it to the combined list if you intend to vote. The second thing on here tonight is good news is coming from Minnesota. As the interim of the people, we have modalities. We are working on modalities to reach out to President Josh to see how we can resolve this thing amicably, even though the Constitution is on our side, and we move forward. The train has left the station, but yet he is a Grenadian. Our intentions are not to humiliate this guy, but when there comes a time where we have to respect our gun law, but in so doing, we still want to raise his morale. We have a committee set up to meet up with him to see the desire that he craves to be in Kentucky, to see what we can give him this platform. So our promise to our brother, this acknowledgement that you are seeking, we even want to promote it. Come with us to Kentucky under my umbrella. I will give you the opportunity to speak and tell your people thank you for the time they gave you for the last 2 years since 2022 and sitting there illegitimately for the last 4 years. We will still give you that platform. So we have a committee set up to reach out to Dr. George to see how we can resolve this thing amicably. We do not want to humiliate anybody. We don't want anybody to be unhappy. We want everybody to go over there so that we can come back and get our union in a vibrant mood again. And that is my message to our people. Those that are not happy, the likes of money and poor, with time we know the wounds will heal. We are one people. There is no reason why I should be a loggerhead. Listen, there is no winner in this thing. Nobody won. Our aim is not to win. So this is not a fight. You guys know deep down that Mr. Floyd George has expired, term has expired, and he kept saying the entire world but now know that Floyd George said he doesn't want to be president again. What is the fight about? The name that you thought there was some stratagem or some play on the way to keep one party. The name in Minnesota has been combined. The names, the reason that you guys were fighting about the name, so there is no reason we should be fighting again. Everybody in Minnesota, whether you're from the Gilmore camp or you're from the Poas camp, will be fully represented. So there is no name, there is no fight, there is no cry. The body, the people have decided, even if they think the 200 years, that the Floyd George is not coming back because he has exceeded his term. The only reason you will carry on this fight, if you desire for us to be in commotion or if you have any ulterior motive. There is no fight, there is nobody crying in Minnesota. With time, people will heal. Prince Double, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. I will continue to reach out to our people. Those that are not happy, I'm calling on Yvonne Vlay, I'm calling on Mona Bay Cooper, I'm calling on Monia Paul. Your peace. We are one people. There is no division. There is no fight. There should be no fight. If you got your own ulterior motive, your own hatred, my people, that life is too short. No need to On life. So that's where we are. Prince, I'm working here. Late I keep on work. I have to finish up the final paperwork. So please pass the message on to our people that are listening. This is my final call. The list from Minnesota will be sent to the national tonight and the relative party. So let me let you go and not take up your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tody. That's Tody over there. That's our sister Evelyn Collins. She said, please give my name for registration to the president. Evelyn Jabba Collins. Well, if you're watching, I think that Bobby Torrid over there. Take Evelyn's name, put her on the list. That the floor is not coming back. Oh wow, that's a quotation, quote unquote, from Bobby Torrid. That the floor is not coming back. President Torrid. That came from my brother there, and how you call it, Derek Zaya Poded. He just said it over there. He's not coming back. This is from Joanna Zulu from all the way Arizona. President Bobby Tori has spoken. And this is from our sister Deconti Bajolo. I think my president, Hellington B. Tori is sleeping now. Yeah, please turn it down. Okay, that's from Patient Queer. Everyone will be happy after we eat hot pepper soup in Kentucky. You eat pepper soup, people will still be thinking. So I'm going to play this little tip here, and I want you to pay attention. And the voice you will hear is our sister. I want to know if you will make out the voice. So who will even recognize the voice? Just tell the person who's speaking name and tell me who's speaking.
Politics anymore, and we decided then and there that each and every one of us will affiliate with whatever group we wanted to in the community. Am I right? I stand right. Corrected. To be corrected. So why are we allowing a political group to come to talk to GGAD?
Thank you.
Can someone tell me who was speaking? Especially Conflict. Conflict, tell us who was speaking. Who was speaking? Who was the reporter?
That's how I feel like.
You're sorry. I've never recognized you. You never called my attention to talk. Well, for GGAD meeting with everybody to talk.
Okay, the person who was speaking at the end, that was Mona Bacopo. You're right. Mona Bacopo out of Minneapolis was speaking. Gilmore and Josephine have gone to the people to tell the GGAD group people, and they asked for their vote or wherever they went there for. And Mona said, "What we're not supposed to do politics with this group here." So that was the voice of Mona that you heard. She asked a very great question.
Okay.
They don't even know how I entered them.
The same on me?
Of course, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Pedro.
There's somebody talking for now. Let's talking, then we'll go to the next one.
No, I spoke and I said something. He responded to it, so without someone that came with, they came more slow. Yeah, comment. Yeah, no, but he didn't want to.
But it's supposed to be on the part of the Gilmore Slough team to introduce her, though, not anybody from GGAD. Sorry, why is sitting there allow her not to say anything?
Okay, let's complete talk. If anybody else want to say something, no, we now. You know, she's
to run GGAD.
Can we all meet ourselves, please?
Actually, I am way behind as far as information because of all my situations or all the devil situation, wherever. Yeah, so I'm way behind with a lot of information. But I think when I make phone calls, I will be able to understand. That's why I'll be on the line, but just listening so I can have an idea to know where to even begin.
Who's speaking? The friend will say, Kiara Pare. Who's speaking? Who's on the operating side of the other line? Who's speaking? Pay attention to what she's saying.
Well, my only concern is, y'all know we're never going to hold any position in GGA. They cannot allow you. Okay? I just want us to not be confused little group. It's either with GGA or with GGAD. Honestly, though, because we just look like we even vote, we can even take part in the election, but we'll only be putting one of them there. They will never allow us. They might be real here. I don't know to say, but if anybody think otherwise, fine with me. Any decision you are made, it's okay with me. I know that some people in the organization, so.
Well, I'm going to stop here for now, but they are troubling. They are the GGAD people went into meeting. They don't even know how Print Double enter into their meeting to record them. And I will continue to record people and play it. If you want to sue me, you can sue me. I already registered my business. I got a lawyer. So when you sue me, I'll give you my lawyer's number. I'm not afraid no more. GG Fanico. So the GGAT people, I think they are in the meeting. They were in their meeting and they were singing. They were having a conversation to support either Gilmore or whoever they want to support. But they were the recording. You're going to hear a lot of recordings. If they change that chat room and go to another chat room, I will still get into it. Technology not for fun now. It's not easy. And I'll record it and continue to play it. So that's the point right here with the double show here. We played tape before and we'll continue to play. Our gadgets now, they are all over the place. We are spending the Elon Musk, whoever who got all this money around the world, they are making some things and we are buying it that can make us to click onto a call. Once I'm friendly with Levi Kind, once he's having meeting, I will get him. The president, once I'm friendly with he's the only person to call that will be allowed to call meeting. I will get him get on the line and bring most of the recording here. Get that in our recording. Gilmore and Josephine Slew went to the people of GGAD. It was the time where Fred's mom's passed. They went there. They have the other people, and they Levan kind took them, but he tried to pretend. And Muna Bay Cooper was concerned about their coming. Because Muna Bay Kopo don't want it to look like it's just a one show thing where one group of the people coming and then you're flowing behind the people. So when even the only way he going to not make me to go in there is not on Facebook. He has to block me my phone number. And leave account cannot block my phone number. And when I go, I get a go sister to go block my phone number. He can't do it.
Has always been a sympathizer and a supporter of this organization. That's why I'm 50-50. I digest.
So I want to come in quick. Oh, go ahead.
I want you to listen to Muna Cooper concern.
Corrected. To be corrected. Has always been a sympathizer and a supporter. Has always.
Thank you.
With that being said, I'm not done politics anymore, and we decided then and there that each and every one of us will affiliate with whoever.
That's the voice of Muna Bekopo. Listen to her.
I'm right. I stand right. Corrected. To be corrected. So why are we allowing a political group to come to talk to GGAD?
Thank you.
With that being said, I'm not done. I'm not totally frowning against it. I'm 50-50 on this only because Mr. Gilman has always been a sympathizer and a supporter of this organization.
Mr. Gilmore has been a sympathizer and a supporter of this organization. This is the Preach Devil Show. That's what made me to be different from. Look, every morning, ask the people who know me. I can be up by 3, 4. I'm looking for the new thing, the new device that I got. Bobby Torre was one of my roommates in Minneapolis. Bobby Torre and Elijah Sampson, the guy who was on the show with a beard with Florida all the time. Our era we lived in that broken part, we were like a gentleman thing. All our brothers that we knew from Africa, when they come, they have place to stay. So Bobby, no, there was this computer. We have this computer there. I bought it in Jenkins City. Jenkins unit, not Ziti. The guy is the first cousin to Ibu unit. The guy put the computer, we bought the parts and he put it together. He built it. And I watched the guy building it. And I wanted to know what was in there that making the thing and to do all kind of clicking. So that the only way I would not get in one leave our kind black man number. And when leave our kind black man number, one viewer who kind David black man number because they are the president, the vice president, CEO and co-CEO. The only way I will not get into that chat. But once they don't do, I will enter any hour anytime. And when conflict is going in there, I will get there. So I saw it. He says he will unfriend you. It's not Facebook. That conversation on Facebook. Zaya put it. Jesus Fanako. Me a double. That's how we're gonna leave it for tonight. But I like Muna's stand though. She said we are not political group. Why is it that Gilmore and Josephine are here to speak to her? And when Gilmore and Josephine went to the meeting, it was only Gilmore that spoke. Josephine did not speak. So one person asked a question, why is only the male talk? Why is it that the female didn't tell us what they are here for? Is GGAD with the influence of Fred Talu going and grouping up against Idepoa? Is it their intention? We want to know. Who owns the land? Papa's land. I joined EDM meeting one time. All the things they were talking about, yeah. I heard everything. And I blasted. The people say, what kind of man I get it? I blasted in the community, in the chat room where you created. I blasted. I'll continue to blast. The people don't understand me. 1 minute praying for Edie. 1 minute praying for Gilmore. Je m'en fous de ça. I will deal with somebody eating banana rice. If you know, when the people in Africa say, oh, they are banana cool, you know what it means. On Christmas Day, they are rest everywhere. When you pass a cook, you pass a rest. You eat small, you eat small. You can't eat, you can't meet, you can't pray. You meet a big pie, you grab big boy, you eat. When you go to a Gilmore house, you will see good soup there. You don't want to eat. So you can't take a small boy, eat. Small thing. Then you go to Gilmore Hall. When you just sit and eat, wow, when you go on us, the banana red can be all over the place. I'm banana for you. The election here, the person who will be our leader. So just wait. I see you. I won't give it. But it is what it is. Either poor, we're here tonight. Gilmore won't come. They know what to do. If Gilmore they afraid to come on the show here, this is the show that made Gilmore. This show made Gilmore. Who knew Gilmore? 2023, from June up to the time high election, Gilmore every other night. And now you have foolish people around you. They're telling you don't come, print double show, and you and Josephine print double not layer. They tell you say I load somebody to layer. You're my girlfriend for me to layer, or my woman. So they show here that made Gilmore escaping from the show. You are showing that political campaign man drinking and fasting him, Daniel Pine there fasting to escape the show. If you escape the show, the person who will come on the show getting airtime to bombard you. You tell looking look, play hair big. You're not saying nobody more than one papa used to tell your hair big one. Somebody do something, you gotta tell. They don't be afraid of people. You be, you know, you they can't eat you. Nobody ever eat me. That's why I can tell you what I see and what I want to tell you, I'll tell you. I shouldn't insult you. I will tell you. You're doing wrong. You're doing what you can be my papa, I will tell you. People ask people then when growing up, papa used to chase me. I used to tell them very straight up, papa used to chase me. He chased me one time between the hall. I gave it. Papa breathe. The person you care about said, why you want to chase me between the horses for? I gave it daycare center, yeah, because we're living right there. Sister, you can't catch me on sister, and I play football now. We're beginning. We give it between the. So let me tell you one thing. this platform here, when you Jenkins Ggaa, you're refusing your high Otavio Gilmore to come to address the people, I will bring whoever want to come on the show here. You and Uriah Son, you go say, I don't go up on the show because Prince will be asking you a question. You want to lead the people, you don't want me to ask you. You know, I know, don't go on the show. That's a star here. This show here will be here. This show not going nowhere. After the election, the show. Let me tell you what time the show came to be. The show came to be about 2015, 2016. I opened a great bottle room like you seen behind me here. You know how I opened the bottle room? You know how I opened the bottle room? I eat a poor. Ask Thelma Brown. Ask Thelma Kine, Dusty Kine's wife. Ask Conflict Dion, they will tell you how I opened the bottle. Ask Kwame Weeks. Ask Michael Gilmore how I opened the bottle room. Even ask Otavio Gilmore, you know how I opened the bottle room. How I opened this bottle room that you see people. They had a Ggaa forum. I can remember my mom flew to Kentucky here. She used to live in Minneapolis. She flew here. She spent like 3 months with me here in Kentucky. So I would carry my mom to where the place names where her friend used to live. St. Louis. I got a rental car driving my mom to her friend. She was going to spend a month there. So I drove my mom. We're coming back. And there was a topic on the Ggaa forum. It was Kwame Weeks and Michael Gilmore that were controlling the Ggaa forum at that time. And while I was expressing myself, those guys were deleting my comment until they blocked me. I could not express myself. I was hurt. I came back from St. Louis when I dropped my mom. I came back that same day. I dropped the people rental car. I went home. I went behind my computer when I put the other one there, didn't name myself. The same thing the minute they open that phone, I can open my own thing to have people to communicate. When I put the other name here, I said, no, it's not much. I put the other name here, I said, no, it's not much. Then I put the border room. I said, we're born in the room here. People will express themselves. We're not black people. People were born in the room here. People will express themselves in the room here. This guy infringed on my rights, and it is hurting me. That I created a border room. And when I created a border room that time, it was in the night. When I did it, I went to bed almost 1 a.m. I was living in Fountain Square, right behind the Walmart. 2014-15. You can ask these people name that are calling now. Marankai. Even Alfonso Show from the LPR, like Public Radio, Mr. Toad will tell you. When the border room came, I started sharing it, eyeing people to the border room, eyeing people. Then Jane, you go to help and start putting people in the border room. But the next 2-3 weeks, border room started going, people started. With first topic we did, it was some kind of a topic with the Ggaa. It was the election was coming, the Phoenix, Arizona election was coming. So we did those things. And I had a border room. And when I got in the border room, the first person I contacted, they seen here, I told the man, he said, my man, I won't get in that thing. But you should be following people now. Oh man, I'm ready for that thing. I'm doing the nice, the next thing, dissecting. You know what I'm doing. Then I call Elijah Sampson. Elijah Sampson, the guy who on the show with the beard, with Floyd and he and myself worked together. Then I met Vivian Diankwe. Vivian Dian. No, not Vivian Dian. Vivian Wright. Nelson Wright's sister. She's in Minneapolis now. She became a member of the board of. And then I added Isaac Ginawa, now the current vice president. Then I called Gateway and I called Eric Yala. I added Richard Bantu. When I called Eric Yala and called that man, they said they were in the leadership and they were with the college group, so they know where they could be there. So after we went into Arizona on the voting ground, Meg Johnny, I said, well, man, for this election, I don't think you're going to be there because you're not contesting. So the slot is still there to come in the bottom. I met Yaratu, I told him. He said, after the election, we'll tell him, man. So after the election, I think 2 or 3 weeks, we spoke. And these guys accepted. That's how the border rooms try to the room that you see behind me, that border room sound with a pat. Diki no kuya iro no ki ya plu a plu ya plu in a pat. The whole room came. Then the people that was shocking. so we can give people the chance to speak their mind. We do not suppress people. We do not infringe on people's right. You have the right to speak. You must speak. Do not insult. So this show here that made Gilmore, and he sits in there, and the people tell him don't go on the same show that brought you to prominent. Then you get sense. My sense here. Every other week, Gilmore used to appear on the show. But he has manipulated himself with bunch of hypocrites who are masquerading around him and lovers of Gilmans. These people don't love you. These people are bunch of losers and bunch of hypocrites. They show at one point that my own sister from Ohio president, Diana Talley, told me, Alfred Donald Mason, and you don't bring it because I seen we had Gilmore scheduled for 3 weeks. When Alfred Donald, I don't know where he is now, I don't know whatever happened to him, but God be with him. Alfred Donald in Grand Judah County, something happened with him when he got missing. And we had a show with Gilmore that night. My sister went behind me. Diana Talley, I can pull on the line tonight. If she listens to me, she can admit to it. She said, we are talking about our brother that is missing. And Prince W is all over the place. You having a show with a skinny, you call it skinny little boy. You having a show with a skinny little boy. And I listened to my sister. She was angry. So obviously she has the right to say things. I don't think she meant hate. She said it in a hateful way, but she was angry. Prince George was supposed to speak for this guy who missing, and I was not doing it. So when I listened to her, I said, I gotta blow tie on the show. So my first show, I had that time. I called the current superintendent now. He was a representative of Boston. I called him and I called most of the lawmakers in that place on the show to engage the African donors issue. But I listened to it from my sister, Diana Starley. She was angry and she said things. I knew she spoke out of anger and she didn't mean those things she said. So we took on the case of our brother, Alfred Donald. And we've been talking for people, negotiating and speaking, fundraiser for people. Now I'm bringing another superstar to call in the SRO, the Alfred Menu or whatever they call it. The guy who say, Papi, let your begin you. Papi, whatever he said in that song, to come and talk about it. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll bring the boy. We got to conclude by tomorrow, Sunday. So promote people. We have fundraiser. We have this on the show here. So that's what we're going to do. If your voice is not being listened to, the people want to suppress your voice, you call Prince Double, we were going to call you. My man, where is name? The guy who I brought from Fredwell, Chaplain, Treasure, whatever they call him. The guy called me Dorber, Prince Dorber. Huh? Jeremiah Shaw or Shaw. No, Jeremiah Shaw, you're not sure. Sure that the guy from Final Ministry. He said, Dorber, they are calling me. They are calling me everywhere, Dorber. I don't understand them calling me, Dorber. My phone is jammed. I interviewed the man, they get calling the man, almost 30 calls into the man phone stop. The man had to restart the phone. He said, Dorber, Jeremiah Shaw, these people are calling me. They are calling my wife. That guy, a funny guy, knowing me. He said, they are calling my wife. So I said, but what do they want to do with your wife? They're calling her to come to tell me to stop talking. Double! I want to talk, but these people will stop me. So tomorrow, heading to it, y'all know what to do. Y'all call me heading to it right after the show. Y'all call me so we can set it up. I can pull your flyer off for tomorrow. Sunday, I bring in JJ Dennis and Daniel Pine. I call the man Akia Boy. Two probably they all together. JJ Dennis and Daniel Pine coming tomorrow. But the ladies from Minneapolis, you got Vivian Wright, you got Kusayon, Ellen Tari. You're coming. If you don't call me before 8 o'clock in the morning, somebody's flyer will go on and will take Saturday. Everybody want to come and say their own thing and say what they want to say, what they got to say to the people. But the other time I was on, I think it was on a Wednesday I was on, and I think Wednesday I spoke about B Flan and Veronica Nayu and Thomas Nayu here in our state, the children of Omen Gria Nayu and the family members of Euro Madison. They were supposed to take off the black. And with all these things that are happening over there, I don't know how it's going to look like or how things are going to be, but we will get to them and it will give us information on the big wheel. Everybody know our sister big wheel. She full of bluffing, all the kind of thing. Be they be a bluffing. You see, be walking, be bluffing all over the place. So we will know if they will continue their thing, but it was supposed to be on the 25th, 26th in Des Moines, Iowa. And okay, let me see here. Let me share that flyer with you people. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. You see, laying aside in humblements of sorrows, ceremony for Honorable Grianayu and Representative Eero Madison Green. It's supposed to be April 26, 2025. It starts at 7 p.m. It's go on to 12 midnight. And it's the attire all white. And the venue is at 1411 the Carter Avenue. It's in Iowa, Des Moines. The number here 9592. I used the 952 number 929 9457. It was supposed to be B was supposed to take a black with the Nayu family, the Thomas Nayu, Veronica Nayu, woman Gria's children, and B going on the family members. Because PCB, brother, woman Gria, I think they are all for Bowen, Wulong Bowen, and going to Sano Road. I would say I never been there, but that's what I say. So took a black. So I don't know if they're going to postpone it now, but if they need to postpone it, I need to talk to B so she can tell, so the public can get to know if they're going to postpone it or they're going to have the program. But I just think that they should have the program because they already scheduled and made fly and people probably made reservation, all that stuff. But we'll talk to B tomorrow and see what Veronica will talk to them and see what actually they say about the program. So that's it. We're going to the double high here. And we will not relent to do what is right in this community. And so long as we are here, and we're trying to train people to know these things. So I will try to train some of my brothers. I'll look around the community and get some guys training. So this thing can be my tire to the account and have the show. And somebody said, "Oh my man, you're not jet what? Jet or what? Jealous of what?" At a certain point, I could not, certain thing I was having, I read the thing 2-3 days, I could not get how to connect the wires. I had to call Gilmore, Otavia Gilmore. He said, "Oh, put it on, once put it on." And when I did it, boom, it worked. At a certain point, I got to call Gibson Jerry to learn this whole string. Yeah, it was Gibson Jerry. So I'm learning from people. I have to give the knowledge out there. I'm not from the interior where your friend doing things and you Jerry, you want king. And we don't kill people where we're coming from. You know, right? You know, usually they get so no one kill anyone from where we're coming from. What I just said. And if you don't understand the Kere language, yeah, that's what I just said. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it a night. Jefferson sorrowed in Liberia. The people are having, and the people are having. Go with this one. Jefferson, you know the CSO for Ilepoa, having an entry or mouse with in Liberia.
American, Amen.
Like I'm doing the culture there, right there. See that live video you see going on there from all the way from your state. I was still welcome. I think the man is ready. So it's about 10 or 4 a.m. in the morning. Or 3 a.m. They want to sleep. Wishing my friend dollar. Girl, my girl, him bed. We are black to be on bed. We go fly on the bed. We are more to sleep. They check out my bed. The man should have been in the end. Enough of it. So I want to do it, my friend. I'm going to do it. And then we're going to showcase our beautiful daughter also. We're going to showcase our beautiful daughter. That's it right there. Our beautiful daughter from all the way Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to showcase her right there. If you don't know her name, you're on your own. But it's our beautiful daughter right here, the campaign manager for Mr. Gilmore. That's his daughter right there, Mr. Uriah Song. Beautiful daughter right there. I mean, for daughter right there. You see what I'm saying? They call her Deconti Song. I know that Deconti chicken. But I would where name the right there from there. My beautiful sister, Tanyana's daughter right there. And the Bible, the campaign manager for Gilmore, and my sister, his wife, his wife, Uriah Son's wife. So all I know is Uriah, because when I play a video where he say, we are pulling out. We will protest. It's our constitutional right. When I go to the mail, me looking at me, my sister give me palm water. My sister give me the soup that I'm eating. I say, we are pulling out. We are eating your pepper soup. Yeah, but that's it. That's a beautiful daughter right there. Diamond song and Uriah song. That they're beautiful daughter right there. Decorative song. That's it. And she just pop off Facebook, and we like to put our sister on the Print Double Show tonight. Our daughter on the Print Double Show. That's it right there. If you don't know her, I don't want people calling me now for their number. You call me, I'll give you your higher number. So let me tell you right now, so you can know what we're talking about here. We're not joking. We're outside tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful night. God bless everybody. Tomorrow morning, I will bring about 4 crown women from Minneapolis, or they will lose their spot by 8 a.m. But Sunday, JJ Dennis and Daniel Pine, they coming to what? Propound. Tell people why people should vote for Gilmore and Sue. But that's it. They have the right to do that. Fred Gwen also Craig has the right to tell people who to vote for. That's his right. Collins, that's his right. Yala, Gilmore, Michael Gilmore, that's his right. Stop suppressing these people when they say, especially Michael Gilmore. He may have written some things in there, but a senior man is a senior man. 1 or 2 mistakes can't make you to ostracize the brother. You can't take him to be a villain. The brother we must listen to the brother. He has the right to campaign for his brother. That's his little brother. We also eat his family, the right came here. I don't know that the right, but some right came here and was campaigning for the sister. So I want to see it from the Gilmore also. I want to call Michael Gilmore, the Weeks, so they can tell us why they think that their nephew, their son, can lead this organization, this big organization. But if the people come out front regularly and say people should vote for their family member, you can't go on against the people and start attacking them. So that's it, man.